Hey, Joe Fay here. It's April and it's starting to warm up, and I'm actually doing some work on the old cars. What I wanted to just kind of bring you folks up to date who are interested. I mean, who really would be interested in a Vauxhall Victor, but where we're going. So I have been doing some disassembly on the parts car. You can see here I've taken off the deck lid. I pulled out the gas tank. Figured we'd have that taken care of and then put in the other Vauxhall, but unfortunately it's junk, so wound up throwing it away. We can take a look at what I actually wound up doing on the other car in a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm taking this bumper off. This bumper is actually pretty nice. I have a new piece already, nice chrome piece. This will polish right up. And this isn't actually that bad either. I've been doing some polishing and there's a little bit of rot right there. I'll try to just kind of sand that down and put a little silver spray on it to hide it. But yeah, the goal is to get this bumper off and get it on the other Vauxhall. I've already loosened up one side here. You can see it's already out. Look at the little itty bitty bolts that are used to hold the bumper on the Vauxhall in place. I'm always used to the big carriage bolts that you see on American cars. This is kind of rinky-dink, but hey, it's a GM product, so I guess that we shouldn't expect much. Anyways, we'll keep on working. All right, mission accomplished. The bolts are all loose. I'm just going to I'm going to snap. I don't know if you can see in here, but there's some wires here. I'm going to just snap those off. And more. This should just pop right off. There we go. Look at that. All right, let's take it outside. Okay. Here comes the sun. Okay. There we go. So I'll clean this up. Some kind of crummy spots there, but by and large, it's going to be a lot better than the one that's on the car currently. I can't really get good leverage on the two bolts here. They're really dinky little bolts, but given this is garbage, I'm just going to cut right here with a metal cutter and just get at the two bolts and then pop the bumpers off. So I'm cheating a little bit, but you know, all's fair, I guess. I'll grind it down and put in some rust inhibitor. I'll leave this separate. I'm gonna tackle that actually later this summer with some welding. So I didn't envision this was going to be so crappy looking underneath here. So while I'm here, I might as well attack that as well. So I've got a wire brush. I'll just hook it up here and wire brush it. This is the good bumper, so obviously I'm going to want to take care of some of the issues that currently are problems here in terms of getting all that rot out and sealing it up. And we're going to do that with Mr. Grinder. Okay, so basically I've mounted the bumper on. I've also cleaned and polished it. It's looking really good, but now the taillights don't look that good to me, so I'm going to remove those and replace them. I've already started to take this one off. Take off the internals of the bulb on these thin chrome pieces. What I'm going to do first is take these end bulbs and doohickeys off and polish them up. Maybe just spray a coat of high gloss silver. I have brand new top pieces, so we'll then start putting those together and popping them on the car. So hey, it's starting to look like a nice little machine. Okay, so I've taken these end pieces off. They were just a simple bolt to remove. So what I'll do now is just clean these up as best I can, and then we'll make a judgment whether or not we'll paint them. So this is the new one, and we're going to replace this and pop it right in. All right, so I've inserted the directional housing, and I'm just going to wire it up right there, bolt her on. And we have a new old stock box, Lucas Electricals in England, and inside we've got a new taillight lens. So there we are, done. I'll repeat on the right side. Pretty good. I sprayed some paint in here to cover up some of the rust. You can see I got some paint there. I'll just clean that up. But wanted to at least make the rotted section of the bumper still look good. We'll probably get this re-chromed during the winter of next year, but here we are. Well, there you have it. I've been able to put on the rear bumper, cleaned up the center one fairly nicely. This one needs some repair, but nothing major. Just a little bit of cleanup so we can have a chrome shop take care of that. This one's brand new. Centerpiece cleaned up really nice. I'll be picking up a new license plate lamp cover. I see a couple out there on eBay. We replaced the lens and the header on both sides with new old stock. So by and large, it's looking pretty good. It's turning into a cute little car. I'm becoming very attached to it. Alright, another little project here. I'm going to be going to take off the bumper, and I've already taken off this front valance. It looks absolutely horrible. There's a nice compound curve here and a nice compound curve over here, and this is all ridiculously flat. I'm not sure. I don't think it was supposed to be that way, so we're going to have to bang that out a bit. But let's see if we can get this bumper off. It should pop off in my hand if everything works the way I think. There we go. Well, not quite. Looks like we still have to do a little grinding on that end cap. Ay. It's popping off. There we go. All right. Get the bumper off. Well, obviously, I'm going to clean up around here, get that fixed. And I actually have a new grill. So I'm going to see if I could pop on the new grill. Okay, I should just be able to pop this grill out. There we go. All right, grill is out. Do some cleanup, do some painting, and we'll get it all back together again. All right, I'm liking the way it came out. I'm gonna throw some red on it. It's just a can of Rust-Oleum, nothing big here, but at least it'll start looking a little more acceptable. Okay, all painted. I will let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow I will reassemble the bumpers, the new bumper center and the new grille, polish up the two end caps, clean up the parking lights with chrome polish, and this should, quite frankly, look a lot better than it has. Okay, so I've installed a new grille, painted the valance, upper valance, installed a new grille, cleaned up the parking lights. I'm going to actually replace this one probably tomorrow. It's kind of messy looking over here. I do have a replacement one. I just don't want to focus on that right now, but looking pretty good. Up next, we're going to address the bumper, and I can continue to polish this up a little more as well. But I guess I'm thinking this is looking pretty darn good considering what it looked like when I picked it up back last August. All right, so I've wire brushed this. I'm going to just quickly throw on a coat of the rust barrier. That way it'll keep the rust from coming back. And I'm going to have to basically drill a hole into the frame. Luckily, it looks like it shouldn't be a difficult exercise. And once I've done that, I can get back to mounting the bumper back on the car. What I'm using the Duplicolor rust barrier. So this is the little Vauxhall that I've been working on, and here we are at Fort Meigs. If you're not familiar with Fort Meigs, this was a pivotal fort in the various battles of the War of 1812. This whole park has been established in Perrysburg, Ohio, and basically built in a reassembled, accurate version of the fort that the Patriots manned during the British invasion during the 1812 skirmish. The various Ohio soldiers were able to push the British back into Canada from here, and basically turned the war around. I really am amazed at how much this looks like a 3/4 sized 567 Tri-5 Chevy. And as a reminder, this was effectively designed by two teams, one team in London, England, and another team in Detroit. The test vehicles were actually built in Detroit. 7, I believe, were made. 5 were kept in the States for testing, and 2 were sent back to Europe for testing. And then the teams collaborated and didn't make any modifications, and it's still pretty much of an awful vehicle. But at least they knew what they were getting into. So a little bit of a regroup now in terms of what we've done. So coming over here, just completed the assembly of the front grille and bumper. Polished up the end caps. We'll have to have those re-chromed, but definitely have dressed up the front end of this car. And we also come into the back. We had added the new bumper Actually, I'm sorry, that's a used bumper from the parts car, but really polished up nice. This entire end cap and taillight housing and lens is new. Here the taillights surround and lens are new, but that's an older end cap. And again, we'll probably have that replated sometime in the future. Threw on a couple of new hubcaps as well. These are riding on 4 brand new Armstrong tires. And under the hood, just as a reminder, this engine was seized up when we got it last August, and the great mechanics at Heatherdown Auto were able to get it freed up. Did a full tune-up on it, replaced all the plugs, took care of all the points and condensers in the distributor. Added on a couple of new items here as well. We have a new fuel pump, and we have a completely rebuilt carburetor. Over here, new battery. That's a new brake master cylinder. That actually is from an MG midget. And here we have a new slave master clutch cylinder as well. So done enough to get this reliably on the road. We replaced the fuel tank. So if we get down here low, you can see the new fuel tank. Now this is a Vauxhall fuel tank, which actually holds more gasoline. I think we're at about 12 to 13 gallons versus I think it was 8 originally in the Vauxhall. There's some rust in the cowl area here, so we're going to have to address that as well. But again, the good news is that this is really solid. These typically fall apart. Almost the entire section will be shot, so we're going to have to do some patchwork down below, and we'll patch up the couple spots in the floor. But all in all, I'm going to leave this car as an original. Not really do anything else to it other than just having some fun. And just in time for the show season. Still have an issue with the windshield, but we do have a windshield now, so now it's just a matter of getting the rubber and getting a glass shop to install the glass. I've actually removed the glass already from the parts car. So here we are. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy this little video. It's the latest in the update of the adventures of the Vauxhall Victor here in the States. And hopefully we'll do some more. Maybe go to some car shows and just have some general fun with it, as well as with some of my other cars. Thanks a lot for watching.